Good evening and welcome to ArtStream. It's another photography art stream. I'm going to be editing some images and wow, that looks huge on Streamlabs. Go away from Streamlabs for a while and it totally changes your settings around. All right. Let's fix that. Oh, wait a minute. I have on the wrong setting there. There we go. Let's fix that. Fix you. The joys of live streaming, everybody. Good evening, Icarus. Good evening, Steph. And apparently I got a follow the second I went live. That looks very, very much like a bot. In fact, let's have a look here. Account created just a couple of days ago? Yeah. See ya. We get the band hammer on. But yes, it's going to be a photography art stream. I'm going to be editing some images from recent shoots. So, and thank you for the host. Thank you for the host, Steph. I wasn't born yesterday, but this bot was. Yes, it was. Thank you for the early hydration. Alright. So yes, we're going to be streaming some images from my recent shoots, including some of the ones that are, some of the nude shoots, the safe for work ones, the ones that will have no bit showing, the ones that don't get Twitch up in arms. But we're going to start with one from the Selkie shoot I did in early August. So yeah, let's dive in. Thank you for spending some of your Tuesday evening with me. Hopefully you're all doing very well. Had a lovely evening of bowling and having dinner with my dear darling spouse. And now here I am. All for you. Icarus is just yay everything. Yay everything. Yay, Icarus! Yes. Yes, indeed. How did the rest of your art stream go this afternoon, Steph? I was lurking because I was still on the clock, so... But I remember I saw that candy corn was involved. Yes. Working on as you speak. Nice. If you aren't following Steph, go do that. She's an awesome artist, and a wonderfully chill person. If you want relaxing streams and cute artwork, go follow Steph. You owe it to yourself to do that. Go. You should really go do the thing. You are very, very welcome, my dear. Oh, let's see. I've done some desaturation on here, but we can just go the full color gamut. And this is just me just playing around with the hue slider. That's all. I'm not doing anything special, it's just me having a good time. Alright. Basically, like, sometimes half the fun of farting around in Photoshop editing images is just playing around with sliders and seeing what happens. Not a whole lot of red in there, however. And not much in the way of black either. Yeah, that's going to be more of a neutral. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to leave that as is. Selective color is a very, very powerful tool. You can easily overdo it. Very easily overdo it. All right. I think a little bit more. That's a little overkill. That's better. Just to darken the corners up a little bit. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a little bit. Oh, that's a bit much. Well, that's why. That's still a bit much. Oops. No, I think that's a bit. That's not going to work as well as I anticipated. Nope. Go a little more here. Just blend it all together. Sound like Bob Ross. Just blend it. Okay. I can work with that. This is Icarus's favorite part. Yes, indeed. It is most certainly eye time! Go around a little. Shrink it out a bit. Yeah. That's good. I like that. All right, but it does mean a little bit more, a little more touch of the erasing. Just a touch. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Make sure you're on the right layer when you're doing this because, you know, I'm a professional and I know what I'm doing. So I don't know how many of you out there watched me begin playing Silent Hill last night. Our introduction, our descent into madness, which was quite interesting. We're only an hour and a half or so into the game. It's gonna get many more shades of freaky yet. What do do I have here? What's my numbers? $26 and $231. So now we go a little bit lighter because it's actually facing the light. Looking forward to getting back into Silent Hill on Friday as we get to meet a few more characters. Where am I? Where am I? Thank you, bot, for doing your thing. All right, well, that's looking better already. Ooh. But if we fuck around with the contrast, that could make things even more interesting. I think I'm gonna do just that. So that's at full high contrast. But I don't think I want to go. I don't think I want to blow it out entirely. I think that's a nice happy medium. Up the brightness a little. I'll keep that as is. But let's see about lightning. In this area here. Go to our friend the dodge tool. There we are. Start bringing out a little bit of those areas that are maybe lost. Not too much, though. Just a little. Just to remind us that, hey, there's still shape and texture there. There we are. I like that. I am satisfied with that. But the bot does remind me that, yes, I do have a Patreon, as well as an Instagram and a Vero and a website and a Redbubble page and all of that fun stuff. So if you want, the link to the Patreon just showed up in the chat. But if you want to check out all the other places where you can find my art, just type in !art, and it will take you to my link to the card page, which, again, Instagram, Vero and my website and my Patreon is where I post a lot of my not safe for work images, because I do a lot of nude work, and can't share it on Twitch, can't show you it, because Twitch doesn't like naked people. So that is where you would find it. Instagram is more of my safe for work stuff. But yeah. Thank you so much. All right. So we've got that. Now let's see what this looks like in black and white, because I am such a sucker for black and white. Ooh. That looks a bit menacing. I like it. Bring up the red a little bit, otherwise I'm losing quite a bit more of her hair. Oh wow, if I drop the yellow entirely, that becomes... Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. It's an very interesting effect. Ha! I think I might just save that as a... I like that, actually. Primal Butter, thank you for the host. And welcome. Welcome on in. I'm doing very well at the moment. I'm working on some photos. That always makes me feel good. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Not going to bother doing selective color on this because it doesn't lend itself pretty well to it. So, good there. I'm doing well as well. Haha, yes. Wordplay. All right. Time for our next image here on The Price is Right. I mean, on my art stream. I actually did some slight prep for this to indicate which images I was going to be playing with. So let's go to this one with my friend Danielle. Now, if you saw me the last couple of times, last few weeks over on Picardo, you got to see me edit a lot of the images from this shoot, which are, you know, considerably far more nude. So I went through this shoot and I'm like, which of these can I actually show on Twitch? Here's one of them, rocking the colors of the pansexual flag. Yes, very naked. I know probably in the next week or two, I will be doing a stream on Picardo where I'm going to be making another grid. I'll be doing another pieces of grid with the images from this shoot. So, just a little pre-advertising, as it were. Because that's what we do as artists and creatives. We have to whore ourselves out a lot. Thank you, Icarus. Don't need to do a whole lot as far as desaturating. I think that yellow is the strongest, so we'll desaturate the yellow a little bit. with our good friend the hue saturation layer. It's a good friend. You don't want to be mean to it. If I get rid of all the black in the image, I think just the usual, that adding in like a 3% more black, the effect works very well. This is gonna be a pretty easy one to edit on its base anyway. Yeah, I don't think a gradient will work here because it's a full image. There's no real corners for me to narrow and draw the eye in. It's just, here you are. We can probably make this a little brighter though. I do like to punch up those blues a bit. I do like to add a bit more saturation on our blues. Blue is my favorite color. And the neat trick is to if you're going to be adding saturation to a color, is you don't want to go all the way high because then you start getting very pixelated. As you can see, the hair is starting to get quite pixely, so we tone it down. Get a nice little happy medium in there. Alright. This one I'm not going to do a straight black and white for. This one I'm just going right to selective color. Just going right to that. This one will actually be pretty easy because it's mostly one continuous shape. I've not heard this album in a while. Usually because... Actually, I don't know why usually because... It's October, I felt it appropriate. Because the other album I was thinking of would probably get me a copyright strike. But the album in question that I was thinking of initially is called Oculus Infernum by Van Helsing's Curse. It's another one I'd love to listen to around this time. Van Helsing's Curse is basically sounds like if Trans-Siberian Orchestra did Halloween music instead of Christmas music. Has that same sort of feel. Though speaking of Trans-Siberian Orchestra, they'll be getting started on their tour. but they are not coming by me this year, so I will not be seeing them. They decided to give Albany a miss this year. So, which means the closest they'll get is about 3 hours away in either Boston or New York City, and a little far for my liking. Alright, now we fine tune. This album I'm listening to is called Vampire Variations. It's an overclocked remix album. So these are all video game remixes. And again, thank you so much for spending some of your Tuesday evening with me. I always enjoy the pleasure of your company. Hanging out, whether you're just lurking or lurking and working. I know a lot of my artist friends, my fellow artist friends, love to do that. Oh, also, I just remembered, sign-ups for the next Artist Back Alley are... I think they've already started for newcomers and for those who did not take part in the last Artist Back Alley Raid Train. The next Artist Back Alley Raid Train is going to be the first weekend of November. And, which I'm glad that was the one that got the most votes on the ABA Discord, because that's the only weekend I have free in November. If any other weekend was chosen, I would not be able to participate. And as the only active photographer, I think, on Artist Back Alley, I feel like I need to represent the medium. We need to get some more photographers on ABA. Although everyone on ABA does fantastic stuff. It's always great fun to watch and cheerlead the creatives that come on the ABA trains. It's so much fun to see. Sometimes I get very caught up in what the what an artist is doing, that I forget that I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm working on stuff. This is just awesome stuff. Absolutely, Icarus. And maybe someday, you will join our ranks. Because you, my dear, come up with some amazing, amazing stuff. Although, I will say, Icarus, you can join Artist Back Alley on Discord. Um, you can join the ABA Discord and share some of your stuff to it. Like streaming is not a hard and fast requirement to be part of the Discord. It's a great, great community to share and all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Getting closer here. Yeah, I'll send you a link to the ABA Discord when I'm done here tonight. Although Steph might be able to as well. I don't know if she's got the ability to do that. And since I'm espousing the joy that is ABA, if any of you out there are watching the stream or working on stuff, feel free to drop any links to where we can find your artwork, be it Instagram or Tumblr or Twitter or what have you. DeviantArt. Oh, the days of DeviantArt. Baby's first website. I think we're just about good. I think I've cleaned up most of the rough edges. There's a couple I missed. Yes, good. I know you bit off a little bit more than you could chew art-wise for October, but, go at your own pace, etc., etc. No, I think we're good here. I think we've got it. Oh, no, get that. We're a little jagged down there. Just a little jagged. No, DeviantArt was my first photo. That was the first place I started putting up my images, and I had that basically all the way through college. And then, not too long after I graduated college, I went, I kind of want my own website, because the only images of mine that ever got attention on DeviantArt were the nudes. And I was kind of a little pissed at that. It's like, you know, hey, I do other stuff. I do other stuff, but the only images that got any attention were like boobies. That's why I always, for years, I called DeviantArt the fanfiction.net of the art world. All right. Done with that one. I'm going to do one more of this before moving on to another. Yeah, that one. Oh, LiveJournal. Oh, man. Oh, LiveJournal. Oh my goodness. Suddenly I just felt my age. Now I'm just gonna waste away and die. Ah, thank you, Icarus. Oh. God, I started my LiveJournal like the second week of my freshman year of college. I was 17. September 11th, 2003. That was when I started my LiveJournal. And wow. It's just very interesting how our generation, Icarus, can be clearly defined in various stages of social media. Starting with LiveJournal, and then just getting more and more obnoxious. Like, I loved the long form of LiveJournal. That's kind of why I have a Pillow Fort account. I don't use it a whole lot, but I miss where I could just, you know, just dump my head out into a long form post before things like algorithms and ads and rampant misinformation. Back in the days when I used LiveJournal a ton and things like LimeWire and BitTorrent. Yep. And again, that's kind of why I have an account over on Pillow Fort, which is kind of a bit of the old LiveJournal, a pinch of Tumblr, and again, you have all those privacy controls there, but it's not very heavily used, so that's why I don't use it a whole lot. Also, I'm kind of at that point in my life where I'm kind of sick of social media. It's like it's like a necessary evil, but some days I just think to myself, what if I just deleted my entire Facebook and Twitter and just whew, make my life so much easier. Good evening, Rosie. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wrong layer. There we go. Why isn't anything happening? Wrong layer. Welcome back, Primal. No, not a problem. Not a problem. Things happen. Gonna be working and lurking. No problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy. Feel free to me listen yakking out into the ether while you do some work. All right. We got this, this, and this. Yeah, that's not going to do me any good. So we'll just leave that like that. Heard a little of your yakking out into the ether. Yes. Lurk away, lurk away. Also, it's October, so, you know, also happy spoopy season and happy decorative gourd season as well. Also, happy apple picking season for those that do. You know, I almost like that better as a black and white. We have a blue to play with. This- Those that observe, yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, so by default, the blue and magenta is pretty close in value. Look, not everyone, Rosie, lives in a place where they can apple pick. We aren't. Not everyone here is blessed with the fine climate of the Northeast or the Northwestern United States. Or where you live, which is just really northern New York. Yes, I'm counting Ontario as northern New York. Northern of the north. Although by extension, the Adirondacks in New York State could also be South Canada. Either or. New York State is a hydra like that. It's like the northern part of New Jersey really should be New York, much like the southwestern corner of Connecticut should also really be just an extension of New York. If I had my druthers, at least. But I don't. So there. No druthers for me. Beautiful. Yes. Yes, they should, Rosie. Yes. Give me the power to adjust the maps. No. We don't. We don't want to give me control of the maps. Okay, and now it is selective color time, as is our custom. So where's my color? Color. Okay. Okay. I can work with that. Although, speaking of apple picking, we are getting very near the point in my corner of the world where we're getting near Granny Smith time. Granny Smith is my favorite apple, and personally, as far as I'm concerned, the only apple. Granny Smiths are my absolute favorite apple. Especially when you get them from the orchard. Because You bite into one of those and it will punch you right back. It's that tart. And I'm from New York, so I love a good apple that will, give me some abuse in, it's a term of endearment in New York State. I want an apple that tells me to go fuck myself. Beep. We'll fine tune that in a bit. For those of you who are just joining me, I am Eve Royvis, also known professionally as Brian J. French. I'm a professional photographer. And thank you so much for spending some of your Tuesday evening with me. Doing a photography art stream, editing some images from some of my recent photo shoots. And if you are interested in the type of art that I do, all you have to do is type in !art and it will take you to, a link will pop up to my card page, which takes you to my Instagram, my website, Vero, Patreon, Redbubble, all that fun stuff. Thank you, Icarus. But I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you are having a good time and enjoying yourself wherever you may happen to be. There was some area I missed. Okay. Must be why New York State grows so many more Granny Smiths than Ontario. Yes. We thrive on abuse. Now, we are getting close to the end of apple picking season here. Granny Smiths are usually the last ones to be ready. And that is when I typically go. My spouse and I, we will go spend way too much money on apples at the apple orchard, get our body weight in cider donuts and cider, and just, yeah. And then we have all those apples, and it just becomes apple everything. Yes, okay. Let's go to the other side. Almost. God, all this music, all these remixes from Castlevania and other spoopy games just make me want to buy like a collection of Castlevania and just start playing. It's one of those series I never played as a kid, Castlevania. Don't know why. I feel like that's a wrong that needs to be righted. Then again, there was a lot of video game series that I missed as a kid. Mostly because video games were very, very frowned upon when I was younger. My stepdad did not want me playing video games and tried his damnedest to dissuade me from playing video games, but that didn't work. Well, I mean, his whole spiel was that video games would make me fat and antisocial, and I would never ever get laid, and well, joke is on him. I mean, I am fat, but I'm definitely not antisocial, and I do get laid. So, you know, who wins in the end? As do I, Rosie. This exact Blue Velvet is, I mean, this whole series I shoot with this fabric. This fabric photographs so well. And this is fabric you can get at Joann's. This is not like a special order or anything like that. It's this particular brand of like crushed velvet. And it just photographs so nicely. You look good in it, Rosie. Although right now this obviously isn't Rosie at the moment. This is Danielle. Am I good? Have I gotten everything? Yes, I have. All except... right to Mr. Bite. Gonna work on that. close with this. Yeah. All right. Done with this one. Okay, nice. How long have I been going? Oh. I have a little less than an hour to go. I've got plenty of time. Alright, next up, let's dig around. What have we got here? Are you safe? Yes, you are. Have I already done that one, though? No, I haven't. So let's do that one. Oh, look, it's a Rosie. A very content and a little sleepy Rosie. I think one of the few safe for work ones I can actually show on Twitch from this set. Seriously! when I was looking at the images that the pool of images to edit tonight, I'm like, I'm going through this and I'm like, holy crap, do I actually have any that I could show on Twitch? And sure enough, ta-da, I did find one. I didn't say you didn't. Blue is your color. Okay, let's see what we got. Good, 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 good. It's gonna be a pretty easy one to edit. Yeah, no, I don't think we need any contrast adjustments. Yeah. My lights are very good for that. I do love my alien bees a lot. But I was said earlier, Rosie, before you came on, that either next week or in 2 weeks, I will be over on Picardo making a grid with the images from my reshoot with Danielle. Bees? Yes. My studio lights are called Alien Bees. I'll actually show you. Oh, right now they're on the tripod, but they're on the stands. But they when I pack them up and put them away, they go into these cases, and it says abducted by alien bees.
Oh my god, bees!
But yeah, that's the name of the studio lights that I use. It's called Alien Bees, and I absolutely love them. They work so well. Ain't Rosie so cute? Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow I will be mailing out my Patreon prints, my patron prints, to my all of 3 people who are subscribed to my Patreon at $5 a month or higher. If you subscribe to my Patreon at that level, then every 2 months I send you a physical 4x6 print. And so if you like my art that much that you want to throw that much money at me, I give you a print every 2 months. And tomorrow I'll be going to the post office to mail out this month's print. All right, we are done with that. So let's move on back to McKenna. actually, before I begin work on this one, I have to use the restroom. So I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Be right back.
Too late for regrets.
Alright. Back to more photography editing. Haha. So anyone out there doing anything special for Halloween this year? I know we've had 2 years, just, getting your 2 years of plague. Anyone going as the plague? Curves look pretty good there. I know I am currently very slowly making my rounds and meeting all of the babies that were spewed forth by all of the various couples that I know during lockdown and quarantine, because apparently that was just the thing to do during the plague. We had nothing else to do but each other, so everyone was just spewed out a bunch of babies. Too much. Way too much.
You pledge your life to the cause. For God, not for this.
There we go. Just getting rid of some of these harsher lights. It's one of the things about outdoor shooting is that you can't control the sun. Or even bright cl- Oh, that's way... That's better. Okay. That's just quitter talk. I believe you control that sun. Praise the sun! Now, when you're outdoor shooting, that's, you know... Anytime I have an outdoor shoot, that's when I wind up doing the most post-production. Because... harsh lights and things like that. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Thank you, Idris. Alright, well, you know, when we take all the black out of the image, there's what we get. Oh, geez, my sister-in-law just got her wedding photos back, and she's re-editing them. She's re-editing the kitchen. Didn't love what the photographers did. Then why did she... Why did she pay... Oh, you know, I'm not even going to get into it. There are plenty of reasons why I did not choose to get into wedding photography as a profession.
Have you been released from this vow? My vow is to God, not the men who murder in his name.
Dear God, what have I done? What have I done?
I need to open up another image from this shoot to reference, because we're going to do a thing. And I think you know the thing that we're going to do. I'm going to need a color reference. This one we've already done, but I need a color reference. It's 8 hours worth of time. Yeah. I'm going to need a color reference. So what was the color that I used here? Plus 47. Okay. Oops, already done that.
No man has spilt more blood in God's name than I.
Because I did a few weddings for friends of mine, and you know it was a paid paid gig, but it's exhausting. It is so exhausting, and you know because they were my friends, they were at. I mean, at the time, I was still very early in my photography, my learning. So, was not as good then as I am now. I've definitely improved a lot since then, but they are so tiring. I can't imagine doing that. Because it's an all-day thing with, people who aren't your friends, with customers, and very high-strung people. Just no. It's just no. Yeah, no. Nope. 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 I ain't doing it. I mean, I'm fully aware that that's a lot of money that I could be making that I'm not going to make. But, and also at the time, I have a chronic illness, and I do not need stress to spin me into a flare-up, thank you very much. Crohn's disease is no picnic. What did I say? 47. It was 47, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
It is said that every 100 years, the forces of good mysteriously start to weaken. The world is filled with chaos, hatred, and fear. The serenity of Transylvania is being threatened by destructive forces. After 100 years, a being of evil once again returned. Master of the Demon Castle, Dark Lord of Evil, enemy to God himself. On a dark and eerie night, Count Dracula returned.
Okay, this is more Castlevania remixes. Okay. Like,
Again, Simon Belmont is called upon to destroy Dracula. With only his wit and courage, he sets out to restore peace in Transylvania.
and hats off to them. Some of my classmates who also got degrees in fine arts and photography, like I did, they are doing that. That's they do that for their careers. They do wedding photography, and all the power to them.
All bodies leave their mark.
All right,
You cannot.
enough of this. I want something a little. I want more different soundtrack. Thank you very much. How about you? Although I will never forget the time that my sister asked me to be the photographer for her wedding. And I was going to charge her 4 figures. Because I did the thing. I'm like, okay, how many people are going to be at this wedding? When's it going to be? Etc. And, you know, it's going to be a 200-person wedding. And I was going to charge her at least a couple grand to do it. And she threw a fucking fit. She pulled out you know, the family card and everything. And I went, nope. Yeah, I was gonna charge like two grand minimum. And she went ape shit. And so I was just like, all right, nope. Not doing it. 200 people? Yeah, no. So in the end, I didn't do it. I was like, nope. Somebody else did, and that photography came out absolutely wonderful. But to those people, to those who are wedding photographers, and to my classmates and friends who are doing that as a career, just like, bravo. If you enjoy doing that, you can handle all the stress and hustle that comes with that, bravo. Not for me. I'll do my studio photography and my my nudes and my cosplay. And my film. I'll do my film stuff. Alright, there are the eyes. Nice. Wait a minute. It's 513? Am I in the right file? Oh, that's a different one. Slightly different. There's one I did that was very similar. But I must have given it the wrong file name. 513A. Okay. We had a small family shoot last week, and our photographer said that he was doing 3 shoots a day, biking around the city at various locations. He was in his 20s and definitely had the energy for... Yeah. Whereas, you know, I'll do a shoot, and it may take anywhere between 1 and 3 hours. And it's like, I kind of need a nap afterwards. Alright. How am I doing on time? Another 20 minutes. I'm going to do another one with McKenna, so brace yourself for some cute. There's about to be some adorable. Yes, indeed. Just like, brace yourself for some cute. Cute alert! Oh no, it's so sweet! I didn't get a whole lot of images of him while he was still, because he very, very much had a case of FOMO. He was in the studio behind, he was behind me, and just, he did not want to sit still. He wanted to explore everything. He wanted to practically climb up on the lights and just wander around. Just, oh man, it was great. I had to break out some of my tricks that I had used when I worked in a portrait studio at my local Walmart. Get the baby to look at me momentarily. Just, a very well placed would just do absolute wonders. But yes, we have some adorable. Sound effects worked very, very well. And sometimes this chocobo. The wee baby Seamus. That is the kid's actual name. His name is Seamus. Which makes for all of the Archer jokes. actually. Because I'm kind of curious to see how the effect will work, first let's just save this as is. Just curious. Select mask. You know, little Selkie baby and all that. I can reduce that a bit more. That's too much. Okay. We'll just get rid of that for the time being. And now we turn it into black and white. There we are. That's nice. That's precious. I think I've got time for one more. So let's see what we got. What have we to end on tonight? Any of those safe? Nope. That'll be a no. We'll end with Danielle. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, my dear Rosie. Hopefully I will talk to you tomorrow. Love you very much. Sleep well when you get there. This one I think is just fine by itself, so we're just gonna go right into selective color. Not gonna do a whole lot of this. Curves look fine. I don't really need to do any sort of desaturation or anything like that for the time being. We're just gonna go right into selective color. I'll do later adjustments. And then we'll just do a quick recap of what we've done. Oh god, no, not that big of a radius. There we go, we'll do that. And there's a sliver up there. Which I'll actually fine-tune later. Do that. This is as fun as it is relaxing, I must say. Alright, let's tidy this up. Oh, that's why What happens when you don't feather and mask it is you get these hard edges. But I was lazy and didn't do it this time. Inevitably creating more work for myself. Oh well, it's fine. This is what happens when you try to take shortcuts. Bad shit happens. But we can fix that up. That's fine. That is not a deal breaker. Again, we're just making more work. But those can be cleaned up. Because we have the eraser tool. Our friend, the eraser tool. It's your best friend. Make sure you praise the eraser tool. Never make your eraser mad. Yep, absolutely. I think we're getting pretty near the end of this. Getting pretty near the end of this anyway. Yeah, we got a few little ticks here to little bits to fix. So let's do that. So that I can at least finish this up and leave on a nice completed note. So for those of you interested in... Oh, I still have this whole edge to do. So for those of you who are interested in the rest of my week stream schedule, my next stream will be Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be back to playing Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill for PlayStation 1, as I continue my my Spooptober streaming. If you don't know what that is, I'm currently playing I'm playing a trio of horror games for the month of October. And the first game that I played was Dino Crisis, Capcom's Dino Crisis. I started Silent Hill yesterday. And once I finish Silent Hill, which will very likely be next week, then I will finish the month off with Dead Space. So if you are fans of those horror games, feel free to stop by, and we will get scared together. You know, even though Silent Hill is a 22-year-old game, it's still pretty damn creepy, as some of you saw last night. There we are. Now I think we are just about there. There were definitely some moments in last night's game where it's like, yeah, there's certain things that happen and you just have to go, nope, 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 no. But we're only an hour and a half into the game. There's going to be plenty more noping as we press on. All right, there we are. We've fixed that. I'll tweak that some more of that in a bit. But I think we're going to call that. Good day, Mr. Renzello. Welcome. Welcome in. Yes, in Silent Hill, Icarus, the boys' bathroom is a hell pit, and the girls' bathroom is an interdimensional portal. Because why not? Probably has a sofa too. Getting near the end of tonight's stream, so I'm glad you could make it right at the end here, sir. Glad you could stop by. Now that edge is gonna bug me, so let's fix that up. That edge is gonna bug me. Like, this is the kind of thing I will lose sleep over. When I'm doing a selective color like this, just like... First thing in the morning, the crack of 10. Yes, that's right. You are coming to us from the future! You and your 12 hours ahead. But how you doing? Hopefully you are doing fine and dandy this fine morning in your neck of the world. Here we are. Alright, that's our selective color version of this image. There's some delightful rain, so prepare yourself. All right, duly noted. So now comes the fun part. Here's the thing I like to do at the end of every art stream. I like to do a recap of all the things we've done. So let's do that right now. While we're here. And this is going to be in no particular order. This is just what I was working on this evening. So from my last shoot with Danielle, we did the following. Let's wait for them to all open. Normally I would drag my Adobe Bridge window over and do it that way, but it's in the same folder with a lot of nudity, so I can't let you be seeing nipples. So we did these two. Let's just make them bigger. So we get that, and then a selective color version of that. And let's see, that was the one we just did. I'm offended at the mere part. For some reason, I must have accidentally hit the mute button on this thing. So offensive, you lost your mind. So let me try that again. Call Scotland Yard! Alert! 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 We just... Oh no! Alright. As I was saying... Here's our basic edit for this one. That's our black and white. And there's our selective color version of that. So let's close these. And let's go, because I was bouncing around to a whole bunch of different shoots tonight. We did just one of my dear friend Rosie. Where is that folder? There's that folder. Yep, we did those two. Let's open you guys up. That's our basic. That is our basic Rosie. And there's our black and white Rosie. And then we did some with a couple of McKenna. So we'll go back to that. Just the one from this particular McKenna shoot, which was you. And then we went to, and then we had, we started with Selkie McKenna. Which was you. Yeah, we did a couple. Which ones did we do? Oh, yes. You. And where's that adorableness? There we are. That was okay. This was the first image I started with tonight. So we did that, and then we did a black and white version of that. And then I went into the grotesque a little bit and just fiddled around with the black and white some more, and we went there, which I actually really like. I really, really like that. 'Tis the season. And I'm gonna end your night on some adorableness. McKenna and her toddler. So that is what we did this lovely, lovely evening. 'Tis the season. Tis the season of these. Again, it's happy spoopy season, happy decorative gourd season, and happy apple picking season for those who observe. I know I will definitely be indulging in some apple picking here in my corner of New York very soon. So, but yeah, that's basically it. That's all we did tonight. And again, I'm Eroivus, but I'm also known professionally as Brian J. French. If you like what I do, type in !art, and that'll pop up a link that shows my card page. That's the link aggregate. That'll take you to my Instagram, my Vero, Patreon, Redbubble store, all the different ways you can check out my work and throw money at me, Patreon, all that fun stuff. So, and again, thank you so much for spending some of your Tuesday evening, or in the case of Jay Renzella's, Wednesday morning with me. I always appreciate having the pleasure of your company. Thank you so much. So yeah, stream scheduled for the rest of this week. Next stream will be Friday evening, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I will pick up where I left off in Silent Hill. And then what I'll do next week, you can always check out my Twitter. That's where I post my next stream schedule, usually on Sundays. So let's see if we have anyone that I can bring to the raid party here. Let's see. Who is on? All of my artist friends appear to have gone to sleep for the night. No one is streaming, so I will just simply end it here then. So Until I see you guys again, stay healthy, stay safe, wear a fucking mask, get vaccinated, get a flu shot, all of that fun stuff. And until I see you again on Friday, good night, and joy be with you all.